Welcome to Module 4 of Programming, part of the Digital Content Creation Competence area. In this module, we will be describing the importance of programming in everyday life and sharing useful tools for beginners. Within this module, we will be providing you with an introduction concerning programming, the learning objectives of this module, a section on programming for beginners, and finally, our proposed tools for programming. As for the introduction to programming is a form of communication between humans and computers. Through programming, a user is able to tell the computer how to solve problems and also perform a task. By communicating with the computer, this requires certain languages, such as codes, that the machine will be able to understand. Some of the common programming languages include JavaScript, Python, HTML, CSS, SQL, and also TypeScript. Each of the above programming languages has its own format and ways of functioning. As for the learning objectives of this module, the purpose is to learn about practical programming tools, to understand the importance of programming, and to know how to complete basic programming tasks and activities. Now for programming. Programming is a common practice seen on a daily basis with online websites and mobile applications, which ordinarily we commonly use on a day-to-day basis. Creating a website or a mobile application does require time and financial investment. However, basic online tools exist even for beginners. Some of our proposed tools for this module include the first, Figma, and the second. Let's begin with Figma. Figma is an online tool that enables users to access design features for free and on any computer. Its design database offers ready-made libraries and designs that are easy to customize, making it highly ideal for beginners as they are able to practice on a pre-existing template. Figma could also be used by beginners to even build a prototype of the website or application they desire in the future, and even show it to a different developer or a programmer to further develop it for them. Let's get started with Figma. With Figma, it's highly recommended for beginners to create an account on the Figma website in order to begin practicing through trial and error. As seen in image number 1, when visiting the Figma website, the user can click on the Get Started button and also create or log into a pre-existing account using their Gmail or any other pre-existing email address that they have. By creating an account, all your practice and all your work will be automatically saved to your account that you can visit at any time. As mentioned previously, Figma does have various pre-existing templates that are available for use. The purpose of these templates is to practice on something that's already existing and that you can also take inspiration from. As seen in image number 2, the user can open any browser and type in the words Figma resources in order to find the pre-existing template of their choice. Through the browser, the user could search for any free Figma template and automatically download it onto their Figma account and begin using it at that second. As seen in image number 3, we have chosen a free Figma template of our choice that we would like to use for this example. Also, in image number 4, upon clicking on the template of your choice, you're able to download the free Figma template onto Figma automatically. So, within image number 4, you will be able to find a button that says Copy to Figma or Download to Figma, whereby you can instantly begin using the pre-existing template. As mentioned previously, after clicking on Copy to Figma or Download to Figma, the chosen template will automatically appear into your Figma account. It's important to note that the downloaded template is an online version, meaning if you were to make any changes onto this Figma template, it would automatically reflect onto the original Figma template. For this reason, and in order to make the edits to the free template, you must duplicate it. This is made possible by right-clicking on the name on the upper part of the screen, whereby you can duplicate it to your drafts. As seen in image number 7, this seems to be an application that was previously designed to fit a mobile phone screen. In order to begin practicing, you must click on the element you would like to copy and press on the letter F on your keyboard. F signifies frame. As for the frames, Figma does suggest various different types of mobile phone options on the right-hand side of image number 7, whereby it's suggesting various different mobile phones and their sizes. The frame is what signifies the size of the frame or screen that you are designing an application for, which is why Figma also suggests various different mobile phone sizes on the side. As seen in image number 8, by clicking F, which means frame, you will be able to choose the standard frame size based on the device of your choice. This is a highly useful tool presented by Figma, as it can allow you to customize the application as much as possible in order to understand how it would appear on any mobile phone. As seen in image number 9, and for the sake of this example, we would like to begin copying these different elements already available on the pre-existing template in order to begin practicing. So, for example, if we would like to copy the purple background available within this pre-existing application, this could easily be done by clicking on the upper left side of the Figma platform and drawing a rectangle. The tool used for this exercise is called the rectangle tool. Upon drawing the rectangle, we can also match the colors to the pre-existing colors of purple by using the eyedropper tool. Bit by bit, the user can begin practicing on this pre-existing template and also copying each element one by one in order to understand the different functionalities of Figma. Figma is amongst one of the best tools in order to create different prototypes and also to understand the overall design of an application or a website that you would like to create in the future. As seen within the previous slide, Figma is a powerful tool that is really open to beginners. Through trial and error, practicing using an existing Figma template is the most preferred method of getting an idea on how to use certain tools. In the previous example, a mobile application was being developed. However, Figma templates also exist for websites as well. As for the second proposed tool of this module, we present to you an application called Bubble. Bubble allows you to create interactive applications for desktop and mobile applications. Through Bubble, a user has access to a library of visual elements and dynamic functions. Bubble is open to individuals or teams working on projects, including beginners. Bubble allows you to create an account with your email and even asks further questions in order to better customize the experience to suit your needs. For example, some of the questions asked would be your domain of work. Also, the basic features of Bubble are completely for free and highly suitable even for beginners. Initially, any user will begin on a blank canvas on Bubble. With the tools on the side, the user is able to drag and drop certain elements based on their need. For example, looking at the left side of the Bubble platform, the user will be able to see text, button, icon, or even a link that they can drag and drop onto the blank canvas. Also, when looking at the component library on the right side of the Bubble platform, you can also receive some inspiration as to a header that you would like to create. This could include a login or even a sign-in option with a functional button. As seen in image number 3, by dragging and dropping elements onto the canvas, the user is able to prepare a web page of their choice. For example, in image number 3, 3 elements were dragged onto the blank canvas of the Bubble platform. These included text, button, and input. Each of these elements can be customized based on their appearance. For example, the Save button could also be changed to any form of text that you prefer, whereby you can change the word Save into even Submit, meaning that each of these elements are highly customizable. Also, concerning the button, you even have a choice to select different styles of buttons. Also, on the Bubble platform, a preview button is also available in order to see the different changes that you have made during your practice exercise. The preview button is available on the upper right side of the Bubble platform. As seen in image number 5, when the user types something into the input box, they will realize that the Save button is not active yet. As mentioned previously, programming is a form of communicating with a program or a computer in order to tell it what to do. In order to activate the Save button, this can be done via the Data tab, which is available on the left side of the Bubble platform. The Data tab is a tab that acts as if it's a spreadsheet that is going to be able to record any responses that anybody saves on your web page. As seen in image number 7, for the sake of this example, we have created a new type of data and called it to-dos. As seen in image number 8, we are currently creating commands in order to collect data on Bubble, which acts very similarly to a spreadsheet. Furthermore, as seen in image number 9, we are creating a new field whereby we have named it description and selected a field type as if it were text and created it. Then, in image number 10, we also created another field and we called it is completed with a field type of yes or no, depending on whether a task had been completed or not. Now that we've created the commands on the Data tab, we can now fully activate the Save button. In order to activate the Save button, the user will have to click on the Save button whereby a field list will open. Within this field list, the user will be presented with an option to start or edit a workflow. When clicking on Start or Edit Workflow, this will automatically open a tab on the left-hand side of the screen called Workflow. The Workflow tab will present an option to click here to add an action. The user will also be asked to click on Data and also to create a new thing. The step that we are taking currently within images 11 and 12 are to program the command for the Save button to have a specific action. Within the previous image, when we had clicked on Create a new thing is similar to a row within a spreadsheet that contains data. The user will now be able to preview their work and enter text within the Input field section. In order to create a new thing, we would have to select the previously created list that we had created called to-dos. We would then have to clarify the other fields such as the description's value. Now that we've created the command and activated the Save button, the user will now be able to view recorded answers that were submitted on his or her web page. In order for the user to view the recorded answers, they can visit the Data tab within the Bubble platform and click on App Data on the upper side and also click on the All To-Dos list. As you recall, the to-dos list is similar to a spreadsheet. This spreadsheet is now able to record all the responses that had been submitted and saved through the user's web page. Bubble offers multiple functionalities and a lot of features specifically for beginners as well. A recommended tip for Bubble is to also view the different templates that are available, also by taking inspiration from other online websites in order to mimic and also copy that style in order to begin practicing on the Bubble application. Concerning Module 4 for programming, we would also like to suggest some useful links that could be useful for both tools that we have suggested for Figma and Bubble. Thank you for completing Module 4 of Programming within the Digital Content Creation competence area. We hope you enjoyed it and please feel free to share with us any suggestions or questions.